Have you ever listened to a favorite story over and over again? Maybe you've made up a story of your own. If you've done either, you may already know more than you think about the parts of a narrative. A narrative is a text that tells a story. The story can be real or make-believe. A story must have three parts to be a narrative. First, it must have a setting. The setting of a story is where and when the story takes place. The setting of a story could be a Saturday night in the city, a forest in winter, or an early morning on a farm. The next part of a narrative is the main characters. The main characters are whom the story is about. There may be just one main character, but there can be more than one. Finally, a narrative must include events. Events include what happens in the story. Events happen in a specific order. Usually, the beginning of the story introduces the setting, the main character, and a problem the main character faces. The middle events of a story tells how the main character tries to solve the problem. The end of the story is when the problem is finally solved. Listen to the story The Bear and the Bees. See if you can find the setting, main character, and events. A bear roaming the woods in search of berries happened on a fallen tree in which a swarm of bees had stored their honey. The bear began to nose around the log very carefully to find out if the bees were at home. Just then, one of the swarm came home with a load of sweets from the clover field. Guessing what the bear was after, the bee flew at the bear, stung him sharply, and then disappeared into the hollow log. The bear lost his temper in an instant. He sprang upon the log, tooth and claw, to destroy the nest. However, this only brought out the whole swarm. The poor bear had to take to his heels, and he was able to save himself only by diving into a pool of water. What is the setting of this story? Remember, setting is where or when the story takes place. Look back to the beginning. Where is the bear at the beginning of the story? The bear is in the woods. The woods are the setting. Who are the main characters? Again, you can find this information at the beginning of the story. The story is about the bear and the bees. They are the main characters. Finally, what are the main events that happen in the story? Remember, they should be in the correct order. First, the bear found a fallen tree with honey inside. Next, one of the bees came home and stung the bear. The bear began to destroy the nest, but the whole swarm came out of the tree. Finally, the bear ran away and dived into water to escape the bees. The setting, characters, and events all come together to make a complete narrative. Look for each of these main parts the next time you read a story.